sheltered the souls so they could not be viewed in transit. This too was correct. He also had 1,000 eyes, but not, as had been rumored, 4 heads. Azrael was spectacularly made, and looked nothing like Jesus, as was so tirelessly depicted, though in truth the Nazarene was not at all as rendered either. Jesus and Azrael were not well acquainted. They travelled in different circles. Jesus was surprisingly unfamiliar with death, other than his own. The birds of the air were terrified of Azrael. His murmurs of assurance were incomprehensible to them. Their bones were hollow and filled with air, the sweetest air. Wasn't that enough? In lovely blue, around which lies most loving blue. Hölderlin. 4. The devil was once called Son of the Morning. He was the morning star. Now he was a sop, a concession, an afterthought. But this was just the inner voice talking, the still small voice, that little piece of God caught inside him like a fishbone, trying to make him feel bad. This was just God, who hadn't gotten over him, and never would. He threw him out of heaven so he could reside on earth. What kind of reasoning was that? God had let jealousy overcome him. Pique! He must have blanked out. And in the devil's estimation, he had never blanked on again. He had doubled down in the loving the little human children department at the expense of everything else. It was all so credulous and sentimental, and people just lapped it up. Such love could not be over-justified. The situation was unsustainable. The devil clawed a bit at the sight of the lodged fishbone, which was hardly a torment, but more than an irritation. His heart beat on unperturbed. He had a good strong heart still, one that had never given him any trouble. Morning Star. 5. A dreamer is dreaming. 2 young men visit him. They are thin and blonde. They wear jeans and a somewhat foreign-looking blousey garment. They are here, they tell him. They lead him into a large arena with clean sawdust on the floor. It is pleasantly bright, but he's unsure as to where the light is coming from. The windows that he notices are covered with black cloth or paper. There they are, they tell him. 2 elephants stand in one corner, their trunks entwined. His instinct is to speak, to ask a question, but then he feels it is better to be quiet. He is quiet. Touch them, one of the angels says. He makes his way toward the elephants. He walks and walks. The light never wavers, though surely darkness has fallen by now. Opportunity. 6. One of the most important philosopher-theologians of Western Europe in the High Middle Ages was the Franciscan John Duns Scotus. He wrote on grammar, logic, and metaphysics, and was praised for the nuance and complexity of his thought. 2 of his most dazzling and beautiful concepts concerned hexaity and the univocity of being. Hexaity is the thisness of everything, that quality in all which is individualizing, particular. The univocity of being is the argument that we all are one in the oneness of God. All life, water, trees, animals, participate in the same being, and that being is holy. Certain renditions of Scotus show him wearing a snug, vaguely conical hat, and it might be more than legend that he believed this assisted in the retention of metaphysical wisdom. His Franciscan followers